Hello noobs, this is your boy Draccul. How you doing? I didn't do a video yesterday. Wasn't really up to it, but we're gonna do this one. We completed stage 1, right? Last night, which was the day before yesterday. Then yesterday we were doing stage 2. So we're doing forts, and we just now completed stage 2. So let's look at that. See, go to War Conquest. Past Glory, Stage 2. Now, for all you noobs out there and all the beginners, the ones that have enough experience, have done enough KvKs, this is the part where you turn in your extra sculptures. So let's go ahead and just click on here. Let's go ahead and collect this. So that's pretty good. We got one gold key, right? We'll go back and look at that. So now this has opened, right? So here, Heroes Welcome. This is where we're at, right? This opens up. So see all these sculptures. These are all the sculptures that we have collected since the beginning. All right, and what we haven't used, what we're going to use. Now, excuse me, I'm a little drainy, so please forgive me. You're not going to turn in your any of your legendary commander sculptures. Keep those, okay? Now there are a few on here that I don't care about because I know I'm not going to use. For example, Ashita, I'm not going to use that one. Cleo, not going to use that one. Julius Caesar, I don't use Julius Caesar for anything, so I'm going to turn his in. Now I might just go ahead and keep Ashita and Cleo because those are gatherers, so I'll probably keep those. Let's see who else I'm going to turn in. Nope. The El Cid. I'm not going to use El Cid. I'm not going to use Medmed. If you have Medmed, please, he's underutilized. He's actually pretty good. He's actually real good. So if you have Medmed, go ahead and use him. KvK, I don't use my KvK, so I'm not going to keep his sculptures. I am going to keep the Constantine. I'm not going to use the Frederick, so I'm going to use those. I'm keeping my Mulan. I'm keeping my Genghis Khan. I'm keeping my Alexander. I'm keeping Edward of Woodstock. No, I'm not going to use Kateda. I'm not going to use my Guan. I'm not going to use my Ramses. YSS, I'm not going to use him. Chandragupta, I'm not going to use his. Harold, I'm not going to use this. Definitely not going to use Zenobia. And Cyrus. Nebuchadnezzar, nope. Zhengyu, nope. And Rengar, I'm keeping those. But let's go ahead and turn these in. I'm definitely going to turn in all these right here. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to go ahead and turn those in. And these are from your silver keys, so just turn them in. And oh, 5 more. And I have one of these. I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. You can choose to or choose not to use these. She's already maxed out, so I'm gonna take all these. He's maxed out. That's who's that? Lancelot. Yep. Go ahead and collect all these. Boom. Gonna go ahead. I advise you to, maybe you might want to keep these. I don't need these, so I'm going to. And we get those from silver keys anyway. So, but if you're low on silver keys, do not turn those in because you still need them. I don't, because this is my farm account, and really don't care. But for you as a beginner, keep your advanced commander sculptures and keep your elite commander sculptures. All right. Bjorn, don't need them. So Matilda Flanders, if you're gonna expertise her, do not use these. Okay. Osman, nope. I'm turning those in. I have Osman. I don't think I'm using him on this account. So Turn those in. He's actually real good. So if you have him, use him. Yeah, because you don't want to turn into sculptures on the commanders you use. So if you have Osman and you are actually actively using him in the beginning, then keep him. Don't turn in his sculptors. Same thing for Bybars. If you're using Bybars in the beginning and you're utilizing him, don't turn in his heads. You know, because you're still leveling up. Now, if you have him maxed out already or actually expertise, and you no longer need his heads, then go ahead and use them. Belisarius. Same thing for Belisarius. If you're not using him, turn his heads in. Oh. Loa. Same thing for Lohar. You should be using Lohar. Sun Tzu. Normally I would not be turning his in, but I already have him expertise, so I don't need him. Same thing for Pelagius. He should be expertise. Don't need them. They're just extra. Boudica. I don't think I'm using Boudica on this one, so I'm turning hers in. Unji Mundak, I'm turning his in too. Right? Who's this? Joan of Arc. She's already expertise, already on discount. Should be. Same thing for Scipio. Same thing for Kusunoki. If you are actively using these commanders, any of the epics, and you still have not expertise them, and I'm definitely going to use all these two now. And we'll see what you get. So I'm keeping this one. I am turning, let's go for the beginning. I'm not going to use Julius Caesar, so I don't care for his heads. I'm not going to use Frederick. Turning his heads in. That's 0. Let's see who else. KvK. I'm not using KvK. In fact, on this account, he's still level 1. Richard, yep. El Cid. I do not use El Cid. I do not use Mehmed. But the rest I'm keeping. I'm going to go ahead and keep my Ashita. And I'm going to keep my Cleo. And I'm going to keep, where's the other one? Those two. Oh, and Sundak. You should keep your Sundak ones and your Cleo ones and your Ashita ones, because you get those from gold keys. And then if you max them out through your Go keys or expertise them through your Go keys, please use them, because when you start collecting gold, this is the best commander to collect gold, is your Sundak. To collect, what is it, stone? I think stone is her first one, so you want to get your Cleopatra to collect stone. Is it stone or wood? I don't remember. It's the biggest one that she carries. And for Ashita, he's the food. Gallius and Ashita are for food, so you want to utilize him. If you have him, use him for that. So once we turn all those in, let's go see what we're going to get. We are definitely going to get these 20 gold heads. We're definitely going to get the gold stars. Okay, we're definitely going to get more gold keys. Now this is where it gets tricky. What do you get next? We could get some more purple heads, we could get some more purple stars, but you get those through silver keys, so I'm not going to get those on this account. I should go for the speed ups, but so you got arrows of resistance. I have level 5 tomes of knowledge XP. I have these pick ones, and I have 60-minute speed ups. I'm going to go ahead and go for the speed ups. There's 100 of these, and we'll see what we have left over. Okay, we still got all those. Okay, so what am I going to get? I'm definitely going to get the arrows of resistance, so let's get all that. Oopsie, there it is. I used up everything I needed. So let's go ahead and get this. We get one more, and now we're complete. This is everything that we wanted to get. Yay! So that's awesome. So let's see what else is over here. This is new. So super value. Nope. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. If you plan to get this, the growth fund, let's go ahead and talk about this, the growth fund. You will get all these all these gems. So let's see how much that's gonna be. Let's count it down. I'm gonna use my calculator here because I'm not really good at math. So it's 800 plus 1300 plus 1700 plus 2300 plus 30. Oh wait, I forgot to press the plus sign. Plus 3300 plus 5600 plus 9000, 17,000. Oops, I forgot to press the plus sign. Plus 17,000 plus, well, as of right now, that's up to there, that's 43. So plus 40 equals, that's 43,000 gems. So once I unlock level City Hall level 25, this is you'll get 83,000 worth of gems. This is great. This is one of the mistakes that I did when on my main account, my Chewbacca account. I got this early on, and I should have got this later. I think I got this when I got City Hall number 8, and every time I went up to level 11, I got this one 14, and then I used them, right? Because you know my motto is do the best you can with whatever you have, right? And what's the other one? I use everything. I use everything. I try to get the most value out of everything that I'm doing. So as a free-to-play player, if you're going to spend any money, you definitely want to get your gem supply, right? It's $10, so that's pretty good if you're going to spend. This is my farm account, so I'm not doing it on this one. But if you do tend to get some to spend any money, get this one. But don't get it in the beginning. It's like, but Draccul, I could use this like right now. I'm City Hall number 11. I could use this. Yeah, you could, but you're going to be wasting it because you're going to need all this for when. Let's go inside our city for when you need to upgrade your castle. Your castle is so expensive because if you upgrade everything else, like you got your hospitals at 24, you need only one of these at 24, right? You need one of these at 24. You need one of these at 24. You need one of these at 24. These should be all at 25, right? These are all 25. This will be at 25. Everything will be at 25, right? Let's go ahead and collect whatever's here. So I always do this too in the mornings. Let's go ahead and just collect all this, regardless if I need it or not. Let's go ahead and just get it, because as free-to-play players, we need everything that we can grab. Okay, so you need all that, and you got two choices. You can spend the 83,000 on upgrading your castle, or you could spend it on your AP. I mean your VIP, I'm sorry. That's 83,000 going to your VIP. Now, I would wait. I would definitely wait. I would if you're grinding and say you made it all the way to City Hall number, say you're a City Hall number 11. 83,000 gems may get you a little bit closer. And some people waste 83,000 gems on this. But I don't think you should. I think you should wait and use it for your castle to get to get castle 25, because it's hard to get castle 25. You're not grinding. I was bitching and complaining. It's like, damn, I should have not gotten the growth fund. I should be using it now. So my best recommendation for that growth fund. Let's go back. Let me show you the growth fund. This, if you're gonna spend to get this, save it for your castle 25 because you're going to need it. It's a pain, and that's the road to T5. So you need castle 25 first, and then from there you there's a few other buildings you need to complete. So that's just my food for thought on that one. So now that we did all that, I showed you about the how to utilize your extra sculptures that you got and what you do with them. Let's go ahead and just clear this because it's annoying. It just annoys me. Okay, so I'm not even gonna read that. So let's check our emails here. Woohoo! Yes. Now, see, here's the text that I was talking about. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna do. Let me go ahead and I'm just gonna send a farmer here. And which one's that one? That was. This is who you use for stone. And then I'm gonna send another one that's a non-farmer here. So we're gonna we'll send Kusunoki by himself. All right. So we're gonna send Kusunoki there. And I want to show you the difference because I did a video earlier about that, and I think it was the last one, I don't remember. It's one of the last ones that I did. So we're gonna let them gather a little bit, and then I want to show you the difference because the king used the tax skill, right? Remember I showed you this is what you need. You needed to get your farmer, your gatherers to where's Flanders. Let's look at their talents all the way over here. Now you're gonna see why. Perfect. This is perfect. So while that's going on, let's go ahead and use some of this AP that I got. I have two more marches that I could use, so we'll use 2 marches. So we'll start here. I'm going to use my peacekeepers. So I'll go ahead and use that. Poof. And then I'll bring out my Belisarius. And that's calves. And we'll use Mina. All right, so pow. And let's use our AP. And I'll show you some other stuff that some other tricks that we're gonna do. And I'll probably do specifically a video on these different tricks just to remind everybody. So remember, double tap, and they both get highlighted, and then you can drag them both together. We'll do it on the next one. So let that fight. We'll let these gather a little bit, and then we'll show you the difference. Where's the other one? Okay, we'll do that here in a minute. Boom, and then double tap, and they both get highlighted, right? And then boom, now they're both going at the same time. So let's go ahead and bring these in, recall, and let's do a recap on what does that skill do, the king skill. So let's go back here. The king skill, this is our king. The king skill, tax. All governors in this kingdom will gain 30% increased resource gathering speed for 8 hours. Awesome. 1% of all resources gathered during this period will be given to the king, who can receive up to a total of 12 million per resource type, which is not bad, right? So let's go ahead and do that. See, stage 2 complete. And let's go ahead and collect these rewards. Boom. Let's go ahead and delete that. So let's go here. Let's go to the report. There it goes. See the negative? That was from the Kusunoki. Now, if I had received the, let's go ahead and go here, and it should negate it. It should be a plus. So let's go ahead and continue farming there. Let's finish up this. So we'll do another one. Let's see, who do we get? Now this is what the computer suggests, or the game suggests to use. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to use, who do I have? Lower, yeah. And I'm going to use No, you know what? I use knights. You definitely want to use Lohar for your barbs. See how it highlighted all three of them, and now they're all going to the same spot. Let me show you one other thing. This is another tip. So this is going to help your title givers. So you click on your city. See that star in the middle, the orange? Click on that. Now you can write something up here. So I'm going to write architect. Oops. Architect. Oops. Comma, please. And save it. Boom. Let's do that again. Go here, but I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to change it. I'm going to say scientist. And the reason I'm doing this because somebody asked me the other day on my main, hey, they said, I noticed that when you ask for a title, your location shows what you're asking. It has your name and it also shows what you're asking. And they're like, can you help a noob out? No, actually, let me paraphrase. She said, let me tell you exactly what she said. Can you help a dumb noob out? LOL. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna put this on the video. So this is how you do that, and go confirm. So when you click up here, right? See the star up here? If you click up here, there it is. See, if you go here, boom, there it is. So I think I want, hold on, let's go back. I think I want, am I building anything? Nope. But I am doing this. So see, still have 29 days. And I'm going to use all my research speed ups on this. And I have 8. Now, I'm not using these because these are my universal speed ups. This is a stupid noob number 3 mistake that I did. Do not use your universals unless you really need to, because you got specific building speedups, specific research speedups. You got specific trading speedups that are used for those things. These are universal, so all these can be used for building, training, healing, and research. But don't use these. Don't use your universal speedups unless you really have to. Or you can do it the other way around. Use these, but save your research speedup. So do one or the other. Don't use both. Now, unless you want to get something done right away. So I have 24 days. This is my farm account. I'm just gonna let it ride. So I'm not in a hurry to get this done. But if it's your main account, you should be doing everything you can to get speed ups that you need. So let's go here and go friend, and I'm going to share this to, and in this kingdom we have well, I guess I'm going to do it do it here. Boom. See, it says the alliance I'm in, my name, and what I want. So be waiting for that. So we finished that. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead, see how they all go do that. And see what other new thing. Oh, another thing that I can show you. Let's go to my alliance. So I'm going to long press on the warlord. Cheers for you. See what happens? See down here? So go back to the name. I'll do it on Nemesis, PL Nemesis. I'm going to long press their icon, their profile picture that's on here. So I'm going to long press and boom. Then I'm going to say good morning. That's another tip. So that's how they do that. So let's continue on using my AP. double click, and there they go. They're all gonna go here. Let's see if I can get the plus sign on here now. Boom. Let's see if I get any pluses. I should get some pluses, right? Now, just to let y'all know, so while that's going in, we're using all our AP. See, boom, got it. So I really don't need it. Let's see, did we get a plus? See the big difference with that, with what I showed you. Without it, you get a negative during that, and then I get a plus. So it's still gonna take that 1% from you. But you got that, what's it called again? Talents. The more the better. So it really doesn't, it's not necessarily negates it, but you won't see it. It's like when you do your taxes, you know, if you live in the US, you do your taxes and you're getting something taken out, or better yet, when you get your paycheck, you know, you ask for a little extra taken out of your paycheck, but you don't see it every. Same thing here. You're not going to see it. It's still going to be taken out, right? The 1%, right? The 1% still be taken out, but with that skill there, you're not going to see it. And if you get it all the way to 3, you know, and you collect it all, you're gonna get way more than that 1%. So you know, it does you better. Like I said, you don't want to get a negative. So let me tell them that I'm good. So always go back and be nice. So let's go back here and say done. Thank you. Be nice to your title givers. Right. So let's see, let's go to the Lost Temple and see if there's any research rune, because you always want to get this. It helps. Yep, here's one right here. See, I should have gotten that first. It's clear. We'll send my Kano there. Boom. So that's what I should have done. I should have gone the rune first, then ask for the title. So let's do it the proper way. So the proper way, if you're gonna start a new research, right? You're gonna wait to see if there's a buff going on. There could be a research buff or a training buff. If you're doing training, you know, wait for those buffs. If there's not a buff, you ask for a title. So let's say if I was gonna do my research, I would ask for scientist. Well, no, I'll take this back. You would get the rune first, like I'm doing now. Once you have the rune, you ask for the scientist, because it gives you research speed 5%, and then if you're gathering gold at the same time, you get a 10% gathering gold speed. But you want the 5%, or yeah, 5% research speed. So you get that. Plus, you collected the rune already. That's another, was it 10? So that's 15. And then once you got them, you start your research. Once you have your research, you hopefully ask for the helps and get all your helps, and then you tell them thank you, I'm done. So that's exactly how you do that. So let's continue on. Let's see, is there any more tips that I can think of? But that was the main one, how you can designate your location, your location to be a scientist, like I have here. So that's how you do that. Okay. And then when you ask, just click up here, go to whatever you just designate yours. I did mine friends. So then you share it to wherever you want to share it. And then you can do that, and you can do anything like that. So let's say here, you want to say, If you're doing MGE and they only do duals, so you can go dual. You can say whatever you want to say. Dual here, boom. And then you can post it wherever you want, right? So let's where's it at? See, and then press that, you then delete it. Well, noobs, that's all I wanted to do. I just want to do a quick video on that and show you how to make all your marches go to one speed. Show you the difference from during the attacks, how that skill can work for you. You know, so you definitely want all your gatherers to get the more the better, to negate the just so you won't see the negative, because in the beginning you need all the res. You don't want to see no negatives. You don't want to get rid of any res, right? So that being said, I showed you how to ask for how to designate your city with architect, scientist. You could put duke or justice, whatever title you want. You can change it up, you know. So I'll show you how to do that. So showed you what happens in after stage 2. We're going into stage 3 here. What's today? Today's what? Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. Yep, Wednesday. I think tomorrow or after reset our level 4 pass is going to open. So let's go take a look. Let's look at the chronicles. Yep. So your home controlled fortress at the end. Yep, we completed that, right? We're in the middle of doing this, and then tomorrow, Thursday or Friday, we're gonna control a level 4 pass. So what's today? Today's Wednesday, Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, we'll be doing the level 4 pass. As soon as that happens, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna do a video on that. So be looking forward to that. I'm going to do some, maybe another one today for beginners on what civilizations you should be doing, more specifically for war in KvK. You know what? Let me go ahead and talk about that, because I saw a Chisco video on what civilization you should be using for war, and what he said was awesome. I agreed. I pretty much agree with everything he said in that video, and I think it came out yesterday. What you should be using, but you know, that is great advice if you're spending money. If you're free to play, you know, you don't have that luxury, because this is the reason. I'm going to show you why it does not make sense for a free to play player to change their civilization. For one, you're not going to be spending any money, and this is the reason. Let's find the go here, because you're going to need this. See this? It costs 10,000 gems. Why would you want to spend 10,000 gems on this? Now, I can understand it if you're going to do it once. Say you chose the wrong one, like I did. I chose in the beginning. I choose Japan because I love Japan, not for what it gives you, but I was intrigued. You know, I was gonna have samurai, on this one, that, whatever. But it does not make sense for a free-to-play player to save up 10,000 gems just to get this. Now, if you want to do that, then that's up to you. Another way you could do to get the civilization change, which basically you choose a new civilization to play. Your city's architectural style, civilization features, and special units will be affected by this operation, which is true. Like I said, I was Japan. I'm currently using Germany. I went from Japan to Germany. Okay, let's look at the other way you can get that. You can go, if you're at a good alliance, you go to the shop. Let's see if it's on here. Here it is. It costs you 2 million alliance credit. The silver. Now, I have 1.1 million. I could waste if I had to, I could go ahead and waste it. But why would I? Why would I? I'm Germany. Let's look at that. Now, he recommended, is it this one? Nope. What did he recommend? He recommended this, the Ottoman Empire. Hands down, if you watch the video, this is pretty much what he recommended, right? Regardless if you're using archers, if you're infantry, if you're cabs, it does not matter. Don't worry about the increased archer health by 5%. But if you're using, that's great. But what he recommended it for war, for during KvK, which I am in now, troop march speed by 5% and active skill damage by 5%. That is awesome. You know what? I agree with that. If you spend money, then go ahead and do that. Or get Arabia, right? Because damage dealt by rallied armies by this, you get 5%. Yeah, if you're doing calves, you get 5%. And then damage dealt to barbarians and other neutral units, 10%. You know, this is a good one regardless. Also, if you're a rally commander, right? But if you're a garrison commander, you might he recommended this one because regardless if you use infantry, calves, or archers, it doesn't matter. But you do get infantry 5%. But what's good if you're going to do garrison, right? If you're going to be a garrison commander, you might want to consider this one because you get counterattack damage by 3%, and then your troop load increases by 10%, which is awesome. Another recommendation during KvK is to go with France. France, you get increased truth health by 3%. Wood gathering, we're not even going to worry about that. But your hospital healing speed is by 20%. That is awesome. But I do not recommend any of that for you because the cost. It doesn't, the value of changing your civilization to fight specifically in KvK, it's just not worth it. You don't get value because if you were to choose Ottoman, you know, and you don't even use archers after KvK when you're in the downtime in between KvKs, your archer, if you're not using archers all that much, then that's not going to help you, right? So that's X1. Now the march speed is for all your troops, so that's a check. And active skill damage, well, you know, that's good. You get 2 checks and 1 X on that. If you were to change to this, that's what you gotta look at. Is this going to be effective for me as a free-to-play player to changing to whatever I have to Ottoman Empire? You got 1 X to 2 checks, 2 to 1. You're not even using all 3. Now, if you're using archers, great. Then that's you're using everything. It will benefit you in between KvKs, right? This will be more beneficial for me if I were to switch. So when I do rallies, you know, I wonder if this will help when I rally Barb Force, because you know it's a rally, and then I get the damage dealt to barbarians and neutral units by 10%. That's great, and Cavs attack increased by 5. See, that will work for me. But as a free-to-play player, especially in the beginning game, you know what? Hands down, Germany is the best one. Why? Because training speed, 5%. Action point recovery by 10%. That's what I would use. You know, the only other one that me myself could recommend is this one, China. Increase troop defense by 3% on all your troops. Doesn't matter what you're using. Action point recovery by 5%. Still good. You're getting something back. It's not 10, but it's 5. And then your building speed by 5%. So if anything, I would either do Germany or China. What's Rome? Rome. See, if I was infantry, you know, I would stick with Rome. That's not bad. Let's look at Britain. This is Archer 1. Troop training by 5 and garrison capacity by 20%. This is not bad. This would be good for Ark of Osiris too. But see, I wouldn't even do this one either, because you know I have archers, but they're not my main unit. The majority of all my 6 accounts that I have, I'm cavalry based. You know, I've done everything for cavalry. The majority is cavalry. Then I have infantry. See, this is not beneficial for me either. You know, I could use Vikings. This would work, but then it'll be 2 to 1 because I use infantry. I have infantry, but you know I'm a Cavs guy. Now, if you're an infantry guy, you might want to go ahead and do this. But to tell you the truth, Germany, hands down, and I think he even says this in his video, and I give all props to Chisco. I agree with everything he said in that video. If you pay, it's not so much beneficial if you're free to play, because you're not going to be wasting your gems to get the civilization change. You're not going to waste your silver or your alliance credit to get 2 million to change that. I wouldn't do that. You know, when they brought out the civilization change, I did receive. Did I get it on this one? Nope. See, I didn't even get it on this one. On my other accounts that I have, my main has it. I actually have it, so I didn't even get it on this account because it will show up here. You know, I'm not gonna waste it. If I get it, I mean, why would I get it? If I get a free one, that's a different thing because I have one on my main. But you know what? I'm still not gonna change. You know why? Because I need to switch back to Germany. I mean, to Germany for the training speed, right? For the training speed and the AP recovery. Oops, AP recovery. Because that's what I'm interested in. Because all this, I get 3 checks on this. Check 1. Cavalry attack, yep, because I use Cavs. True training, that's what I want. Speed, 5%. And action point recovery, 10%. Hell yeah. That's 3 to 1. I mean, 3 to 0. I'm going to use Germany. So, hands down, I do Germany. And I think the other one would be, what was it, China? My second recommendation would be China for the building speed. Why would I want the building speed? Because you need all this right here, all your buildings. If you're going to CH25 on the road to CH25, you need that, because will also help you your research. On your research, you need engineering maxed out because that's for building speed, and you need your mathematics to level 10 to 10. That will help you a lot. So on the road to CH25, you need these. Get these, because when you need T5s, look at that. The rest of this is 9 to 10, 9 to 10, 9 to 10, 9 to 10, 9 to 10. This one, I can do that because I need Academy 24. My Academy is not 24, it is 23. So when I reach Academy 24, I can do this last one to 9 to 10. Right? Because you need all this done for T5s, you need all this done. This needs to be complete. What you also need, and I'm working on, your combat tactics, defensive formation, and your herbal medicine and your cartography need to be 10 to 10 and 5 to 10. I mean, 5 to 5. Because right now I can only do this. I can only take it to 4 to 10. Yeah, see? These are all 4s. So, but what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna do my herbal medicine first. I'm doing these 3, so they're all 8. This is going to from 8 to 9. So I'm getting that done, and then I'm gonna get this one done, and then I'm gonna get this one done. But look at the research. To get to from 8 to 9, it's 54 days and 5 hours. Same thing here. It takes so long. So save up your research training. I mean your research speed ups, because you're gonna need them. You're gonna need them, and learn how to. Excuse me. Learn how to ask for the for the scientists the proper way, because you can shave off a week or 2 if you do it correctly, or quite a few days, save you some time. So go get the rune. It doesn't matter which rune. It doesn't matter if you're in zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. If you can get to zone 3, and if there is one, it'll be better if you can. If there's a buff, a research buff going, right? So is there one? Let's look at all the buffs. I believe there is one. So let's talk about that real quick. So let's see the buffs. So let's see. You're gonna want the Industrial Revolution one, because it increases research speed by 10% for 4 hours. See, it's 4 hours, so you can do without the 4 hours. You know, if you can wait for the Industrial Revolution, then go ahead. If you're building, then you're gonna want to increase your building speed. This is the one that from the ground up. That's the one you want for that bluff. Currently, we're doing mobilize for war, so increasing troop training by 10% for 4 hours. So you're constantly training troops all the time. So I'm constantly training troops every day. So train your troops every day. But if you can wait for the buff, go ahead and do your research training on that one. Then get the rune. If there is one, get one, and then ask for the scientists. And then once you have all that, activate what you're going to research or build, right? So that's how you do that. So okay, noobs, I did quite a bit of talking here. Showed you some good tips. Like I said, I agree with Chisco. If you pay to play, I agree with everything that Chisco said. But as a free to play player, there's no value in that. You're not going to be wasting your gems, and you're not going to waste your silver just to get the civilization change. I don't recommend it. But what I do recommend, if you're anything but Germany or China, I strongly suggest that you consider spending that to get it, or if you get it by free, to use it to do Germany for sure for the troop training, and or China. I think those two are the two beneficial ones. Germany, I strongly suggest Germany, and if you look at his video, he'll say the same thing. Germany, hands down, is the best thing for troop training, because you're constantly training troops. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're free to play or a low spender, medium spender, or you're a well. You're gonna use Germany because you want to train your troops. You're constantly training troops. All right. That's my recommendations for today. Okay, noobs, do the best you can with what you have. That's my motto that I stand by. I do the best with what I have. I suggest you do the same thing. Grind it out. Get up there to CH25, man. And enjoy the game. I will be recording our level 4 pass in our KvK2. So I'll see y'all later. Peace.